I'm now joined by my guest DJ, Matt Fear. He's going to be joining me in an interview before he goes into the mix for the final 30 minutes of the show. Matt, how are you doing?
I'm not bad, Danny, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm going to kickstart with a few questions, just to get a little bit more information about you. First things first, how long have you been DJing and where did the inspiration come to kind of be a disc jockey?
Well, basically I've been playing out now for just under 3 years. Music has always been a big thing for me, obviously starting as a clubber. And after watching various DJs going out clubbing, I wanted to be the one that got the reaction from the crowd, really. It's something that I picked up quite quickly and got addicted to and didn't really want to stop after that. So
yeah, it's definitely an addictive feeling when especially the girls kind of pull up the top.
I wouldn't know anything about that, Danny.
Right, obviously you've done a lot of high profile gigs, but at what point did you kind of think this is something that you could definitely do as a career and was definitely the right thing for you?
I guess when I started to get noticed a little bit, bookings started to come in, a residency with Glasshouse a year after starting, and a set at Amnesia last summer made me think that I could make a really good go of it.
Sweet, what was Amnesia like?
Oh mate, off the hook, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, I think that's putting it mildly as well.
Yeah.
Now obviously producers, you produce yourself, but what producers do you support throughout your sets? Which kind of producers, every time a track comes through you don't really have to listen to it because you know it's going to be a surefire hit, definitely when you put it on any dance floor?
Oh, well there's loads of them, I think there's too many to mention, but some of my close friends are really good producers, you know, a few Alcatraz Harry, who I've worked with a bit recently, Ego and Zanetti, Castell, Jamie Fisher, Pompey, the usual suspects in Leeds, are making really good stuff. In terms of others, I think, in no order really, D. Ramirez, Nuaz back on top, Loco, Jimenez, Tim Green, Loco Dice, could go on forever really.
Yeah, it's just an endless list. But as I say, you produce yourself. Is there anything exciting coming out of the studio at the moment? Anything we can look out for?
Yeah, I've got one track I did on my own coming out on the compilation end of March. Can't say too much more about it, like, but that's one for the techno lovers. And a nice housey track I did with Alcatraz Harry, who's also a bitch resident. That's due on Timo Garcia's label Berwick Street Records in spring, with a couple of remixes to go with that, so that's obviously quite exciting for us.
Yeah, so that's excellent. Now, as I say, obviously you've done too many gigs to even count on any hands or toes at the moment, but if you could relive any of your gigs, which one would it be?
Well, I think there are a few, but I'd have to say probably New Year's Eve in India last year. The whole experience was brilliant. To be received over there like that was amazing too, and I didn't really know what to expect when I was going out there, to be honest. But other than that, I like playing to an intimate crowd. I think you can have more of an interaction that way when you're right in the thick of it. Just a better time with the crowd.
Yeah, definitely, man. Now, 2010, it's pretty much just started. Have you set yourself any targets, DJ-wise, of what you kind of want to aim towards throughout the year?
I think for this year, I think my main priority is to get the productions flowing, whether it be on my own stuff or work with someone else. I want to make sure that the releases get out there, and in turn, obviously the sets and recognition will come with that.
Yeah, definitely, man. Now, when you're not behind the decks, like, what kind of DJs do you like yourself? Which kind of DJs would you go out to a club and have a little bit of a dance to?
Again, more than a few to name, but the ones that stick in my mind recently would be Carl Cox. He always impresses. Dead Mouse puts on a good show. Productions are really tight, obviously. Same with Format B. Jeff Mills was something a little different for me, but it was a sheer skill really, and how cool he was behind the decks. That stuck in my mind. But obviously my friends as well, Richie Horton, Loco Dice, Luciano, I could go see over and over again. So
are you a good dancer?
Mate, DJs don't dance, come on, you should know this.
That's why I did it. I thought, I can't dance, I best be I kind of look like a little boy having a fit when I get on the dance floor, so I thought, right, I'm probably not going to do that again.
Flashing lights then, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. Right, you're a resident for Bitch. That's a monthly event down at Mission. Tell us what it's like, you know, playing for a brand like Bitch.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm pleased to be part of the core resident team, along with Dale Castell, Alcatraz Harry, which is going from strength strength to strength really. We've got Popov appearing tomorrow night at Mission, which is obviously massive, and some tasty bookings to come in the next couple of months. Not to mention big things in Ibiza this year as well. So I've loved the vibe down there since it started in Leeds, and I just think it'll get better.
Yeah, I mean, we had Dale on a couple of months ago, and obviously the reviews I've heard of the event is it's pretty big.
I missed that show actually. I didn't listen to that one.
Well, you didn't miss much. Sorry, Dale. No, he did. Obviously, you've played alongside a host of top draw DJs, but which DJs who you haven't already played alongside would you like to see yourself on the lineup, on the flyer with?
That's a tough question, but I think the warm-up set is probably one of the most important of the night. I'd love to warm up for someone like Dubfire or Umek or Wally Lopez, someone of the same calibre in tech house or techno. I know they're bold choices, but I mean, if you don't aim for these things, you're never going to get them, are you? So
you may as well aim high, because obviously if you've got the ability, you may as well go out and get as much of it as you can. Now, if you was to DJ at a non-dance music event, you know, where those beats really weren't worth listening to, what would be on your playlist? Some of the tracks that are non-dance music.
Well, to be honest, mate, I don't think that's going to happen, so I think we should move on.
Well, I've got a wedding coming up and a bar mitzvah.
I'll do you a banging techno set at your wedding if you want.
No, I'll just get DJ Paul, he's in Yellow Pages. So.
Oh, sound. He brings his own lights, yeah?
He brings his own lights. Oh, God, that's going to be an awful event anyway, but fine. Right, for people wanting to come and see you spin in the clubs, where can they see you over the next month or so?
Well, there is obviously a bitch at Club Mission with Popov tomorrow night, so it'd be rude to miss that. I've got the Sesh at Rouge and Wired at Barman Huddersfield on the 3rd and 4th of March. House Junkie at Club V in Manchester on the 5th of March. Stamina in Wakefield on the 6th, and it's my birthday week that week, so it's going to be slightly hectic, I think. So if I actually survive to the end of the week, that is, you know.
How old are you
invited by Danny? You're invited.
Oh, thank you. How old?
27.
Oh, that's old. I'm only joking, it's not that old, but I'm 21, so yeah, it's not that old. Sorry, that was a bit offensive, wasn't it?
No, don't worry, mate. Secret's out now.
You don't look it, so...
Oh, cheers.
Yeah, that's alright. I'm not coming on to you or anything, just, you know what I mean, I like the ladies, but just, you know, throwing a compliment.
I believe you.
Right, if you could have a back-to-back with any DJ that you wanted at any venue, who and where would it be?
Well, it's Sven Bath at Amnesia, that's simple as a Cocoon, definitely.
I don't think you really need to say any more on that, do you?
No, definitely not.
Right, when the headphones are down, how do you like to entertain yourself?
A bit personal, isn't it?
Yeah.
So many wrong answers I could give here, mate, but the normal ones would be watching films. I love watching films, bit of a geek that way. Probably watch an unhealthy amount of them. Going to the gym at least once a year. Used to go rock climbing, but it's something I want to get back into again. Family and friends, obviously, they're really important to me as well. So,
you know, if you asked me that question, you know what I'd have said?
Go on.
Masturbate. I would have done.
Can't say that on radio, can you?
Masturbate's not a swear word, it's actually a scientific word, so they can't do me for that. And
there you go then.
If they do, I'll apologise. Right, I hope I didn't offend anyone with that, but I just thought I'd get it out there.
Me.
Right, without giving too much away, what can people expect to hear in this up-and-coming 30-minute mix that you've done for us?
Well, it's on a tech house, techno tip, couple of tracks that I've dug deep for, a couple that may be familiar, they might not, you know. There's one of my own in there as well with Alcatraz Harry. Could obviously gone on longer with the mix, but I just hope everyone likes it.
Yeah, man, definitely. I mean, I've had a little brief listen, and it's certainly going to be one that I think everyone will enjoy. Now, before I let you go and undo the chains and everything, just let people know where they can find you online if they want to get in touch or keep up to date with what you're doing.
On Facebook at the moment, to be honest. If you just type in Matt Fear, obviously you'll find me there. MySpace will be up and running properly soon, but I'm on, you know, I'm in the process of doing that. So for bookings, it's Facebook. Just get in touch on there.
Sweet, man. Well, thank you very much for coming in and having a chat with me.
No worries, Danny.
Excellent. Right, well, Matt's going to go into the mix for the final half hour of the show. Turn it up, you're tuned into Eccentric Sessions on Slinky FM. Here in the mix is Matt Fear.